Good morning, everybody. So today we are moving on to our black pen technique and practice. This is getting us ready for our black pen part of our project. I'm going to show you where we're headed with this whole thing. So you're like, what are we doing? How is this building up? So all of the instructions are here. This is our last big project. Okay, so we are going to scroll down here, and this is the direction that we're going, is you are going to create a crazy pipe concoction drawing, and I'm going here, and you're going to add your own pop art element, so remember it's anything that's popular culture, and then you're going to add the Jen Stark drips in the background. Now, the requirements are the pipes must be done in black pen, and they must have black pen technique added to them. So you can see this student has hatching lines, cross hatching lines, stippling. They completed their pipes in their own way, and then they added Harry Potter as their element and Jen Stark in the background. This is where we're headed. Now to get there, we are going to go back to Thursday, and you're going to start with the black pen technique. So step 2. So step 2, you're going to need a new sheet of sketch paper, and you are going to show you here. Whoops. You are going to recreate this drawing on your paper. However, you only have to draw one Polaroid picture. I have 2 here because I have it so you can see like how to draw it and then what you put inside. So at the top, you are going to draw 8 squares. Okay, notice they're drawn nice and methodically. Inside each box, you're going to practice a different black pen technique. These are also drawing techniques in general. You can use, if this is, we are using black pen, but you are able to use other things like pencil and such. So, black pen for this project. I have many examples of different techniques coming up. Once you've done 8 different techniques with a black pen, nice and neat, you are then going to take your black pen and you're going to create a black pen drawing. Okay, this is going to be a drawing inside of a Polaroid. And as you can see, there's basically 2 squares. That's all you have to do, or rectangles. Draw one rectangle and draw a little bit bigger one, and that's an empty blank Polaroid. You are then going to draw your black pen drawing with at least 5 different techniques. This should be a detailed drawing. You can see some examples here of black pen drawings in Polaroids. Okay, and some areas are filled in solid black, which you're going to need. Some areas you can see here on the road and in the sky, but notice all the different black pen techniques that these people used in their drawings. Here are some more. Here are all sorts of different black pen techniques, otherwise drawing techniques. There are hatching lines, so these are hatching lines. Like hatching lines are literally just draw like straight lines. They can go diagonal, they can go vertical, horizontal, they can kind of have like a swoop to them. The closer together, the darker, the farther apart, the lighter. These are called cross hatching lines, which means they literally cross. Okay, you could literally do zigzags. These are little hatching marks. Stippling is tiny little dots. Closer together, the darker, the farther apart, the lighter. Okay, like little tick marks. There's so many different things you could do to create black pen techniques. Again, you need 8. I have slides full of them. Here are student examples from a few trimesters ago, over this year, I should say. Here are some examples. So you need to fill your page. This is this day's project. If you get this complete today and you still have work time in class, the second part is to now figure out how to draw the pipes, because we got to know how to do that before we can actually start our project. So you are going to, on a new sheet of paper, you are going to draw these 4 pieces. If you can draw these 4 pipe pieces, you can create any sort of pipe drawing like this. How that's going to work is the first one is right here. It shows you step 1, and then you're adding the black pen techniques. You need the black pen techniques on these. Here's the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. Here is student example. Okay, it's on a single sheet of paper. Here's some other examples. That is the practice. And again, here that moves into the final, which we will talk about on Friday. Thursday's expectation, you should have your black pen techniques and Polaroid. And then if you finish that, you should be working on practicing your pipe. Some people like to practice drawing it, putting it together. You can put it together any way that you want. So you can see that a lot of these, I have other pipes in here to show you other pipe connections. Here are some other connector pieces if you want to practice drawing other parts. You can see some students coming in. There's not a lot of technique in here, but you can see the start of it. I love the bananas and like the fruit. That's what they did for their pop art. This one is amazing with the Among Us characters. Look at the craziness that they drew with their pipes. They added all sorts of things like vents on their pipes. This has water coming up. It's just absolutely gorgeous. They have a pop art, which is Among Us. They have their pipes with black pen, and they have their Jen Stark drips. So they have everything that they need. We will dive into this more so on Friday for the actual final project, but this is the direction that we are going for our last like big project in class. So you have 2 things to work on in class. You have your black pen technique practice page and then your pipe practice page. So that is Thursday's requirements. You should have 2 sheets of paper you're working on. Do your attendance and let me know if you have any questions.